go. Hello. Wait, can I go? Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another NSHL live stream. Tonight, it's game one of the Southwest West Division Final. I am DNP, and alongside me is Builder, and we're set to go for what should be an exciting first round matchup between the Vancouver Outlaws and your San Francisco Flight. San Francisco's flying IFR tonight in their black alternate jerseys, and we're set and ready to go for this one. San Francisco won the West Division and therefore has home ice advantage, but it wasn't by much. The teams in this series tied in wins and losses. And it's going to be a tough series for San Francisco looking forward into the in games 3 and 4 because Vancouver has yet to lose on home ice. San Francisco has lost on home ice. We'll see if uh, Vancouver can pull off a win early in this series, get some momentum under their belt, and maybe pull off an upset. With that out of the way, let's dim the lights. First off, let's go through the Outlaws roster and then dim the lights and get this one underway. Here is the starting lineup for the visiting Vancouver Outlaws. Starting on the left wing, number 22, Daniel Sedin. Starting at center, number 33, Henrik Sedin. Starting on the right wing, number 40, Elias Pettersson. Starting at left defense, number 43, Quinn Hughes. Starting at right defense, number 15, Matthias Ekholm. And starting in goal, number 31, Eddie Lack. tonight's game is between the visiting Vancouver Outlaws and your San Francisco Flight. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the starting lineup for your San Francisco Flight. Starting on the left wing, number 91, Taylor Hall. Starting on the right wing, number 14, Adam Henrique. Starting at center ice, number 8, Joe Pavelski. Starting on left defense, number 26, Jeff Petrie. Starting on right defense, number 3, Larry Brown. And finally, starting in goal tonight for your Flight, number 32, Martin Jones. lights come back on here at the Boeing Center in San Francisco, California, as we are set and ready to go for Game 1 of the Southwest West Division final between Vancouver, representing all of Canada, and San Francisco. Puck drops, and we are underway. Pavelski won the draw. It'll come into the offensive zone for San Francisco. Taken back out and down to the line. Here's Larry Brown for the flight. Pressured by Elias Pettersson. He'll take it away. Send it down the length of the ice where it'll be picked up here by Adam Henrique. Number 14 in black tonight. Lost it for a moment. Elias Pettersson now. He'll toss it in. Henrik Sedin waiting for it. And it'll come out to the blue line and out. So far, so good for San Francisco, keeping it out of their own end. It's sent out and down. Petrie lets one go. Blocked in traffic out front. Sent behind by Henrik Sedin. Take it along now. Here's Taylor Hall. Out to the side. That one pops up into the air. We'll get a whistle with 16:09 to go here in the first. Pavelski wins the draw again. Take it back now. Across, here's Ekholm. Picked up here, sent in. Now Quinn Hughes gets to it. Across, Adam Henrique. Pressured by Sedin. Hall now on. Here's Jeff Petrie back into his own to retrieve it. Picks it up, turns it over, and it'll come back out to the line. Quinn Hughes there. Sent across. Cleared all the way down, where it'll be put onto the tape of Elias Pettersson. Shot here through everybody. It sails wide. Daniel Sedin's there to get it first. And the Outlaws send it down. No line changes, interestingly, so far through this one. Shot there. Almost on target. Just missed the net wide. Henrik Sedin's back there first, but he'll lodge himself into his team's net. And Vancouver sends it down. Here's Adam Henrique. Up against the boards. Matthias Ekholm there. Sent out front across. And a chance for Vancouver early. Here's Jeff Petrie. Sends one wide. Bounces out to the stick of Quinn Hughes. Lost it. Henrique. Pavelski sent wide. Couple of good scoring chances there from San Francisco. And they'll send it back around behind. Out to the line now. Here's Pavelski for San Francisco. Trying to hold the line. Larry Brown does. But then he turned it over and it'll rim around. Back to the stick of Henrique. San Francisco controlling this game off the start. We'll see if that works in the long run. Popped up and out of play. We'll get a whistle with 6:56 to go. Off the draw. Taken across by Daniel Sedin. Flicked around. And now Taylor Hall will get to it. Sent back down, and that will garner another whistle with 5:16 to go here in the first. Still no line changes. Off the draw, Pavelski dumps it in. It'll be picked off by Daniel Sedin. He'll send it behind his own net, help his team regroup. And here's Quinn Hughes carrying it through the corner. Out and down. It'll be Pavelski who wins the race there and gets to it first for San Francisco. In his own zone. Taken out to the side. Sedin nearly with a good chance there. And it did not go. Back down now. Here's Elias Pettersson. It's sent out across. Sedin. No! San Francisco can't put it home. And it's cleared all the way down where Pavelski will retrieve it for the flight. Here's Sedin pressuring for Vancouver. The Outlaws trying to mount something here. They've had a couple of good chances. We'll see. They just want to generate more and capitalize on them more. Pavelski holds it. Final minute of the first. Larry Brown lost it. Here's Daniel Sedin. Turned it over, and now a chance the other way. Here comes Vancouver, streaking in. It's Daniel Sedin. Pass for Ekholm. Sedin shoots. No! The period comes to a close, and after one, it is 0-0.
A very uneventful period, in my opinion. There was a couple chances either way, especially for Vancouver at the very end before they ran out of time. But it kind of just seemed like a game of ping pong, like a feeling out process here. It seemed like Vancouver was just trying to see how fast the flight would come out of the gates. And I don't think the flight expected Vancouver to be as good as they were, considering Vancouver had a very poor start to this season. Second period starting. I'll give it back to you, DMP.
We talked earlier about Clayton Keller, and he nearly did just what we saw earlier tonight from Washington. San Francisco picked him up just because they knew how good he is at scoring off of faceoffs, and he nearly capitalized right there for San Francisco. First line change of the night, and the two EC boys, Johnny General Zahn and Johnny Superman, are on for Vancouver. As it's taken out and down, Mark Giordano to play it for San Francisco. A rapid start to the second period. Filtered all the way back down. It'll come back into the San Francisco zone. Flight with a chance there. And did not capitalize. It'll clear the zone. Back in by Ekholm. Mark Scheifele. Turn it over to Brock Besser, and Vancouver has it the other way. Back in off the inboards. Mark Giordano gets there first for San Francisco. Brandon Tanev with it. Turned it over to Quinn Hughes. Sent along. And it is Mark Scheifele. And he'll Scheifele one out.
Fired through the net.
Not in the right direction. This one goes in.
That one's not going to count. That definitely got fired through the net. But, oh, that's right. We mentioned before that we weren't going to take away goals.
That is a rule change in the playoffs this season, because of the way that overtime works. It would be complicated to try and overrule a goal in overtime. So to be consistent, we are allowing anything that counts as a goal, and that could be advantageous for the Vancouver Outlaws, as that one counts. Quinn Hughes picking up the first of the night. And now it's sent down the other way. Here's a chance. Matthias Ekholm between 2D, and Mark Scheifele will shuffle one out the other way. Once again, off the end boards. Chance for Tanev, and it doesn't go. It went through the crease. Back in, San Francisco with another shot. And JT Miller got to it for Vancouver. At the side, turned it over, sent all the way down, and now a chance the other way for Vancouver. Mark Scheifele turning the wrong direction. Shot, score! This one's legal.
That one entered the net the right
Vancouver is
way.
up by 2.
Vancouver. I mean, they took advantage of league rules through the first goal. The second goal, they nearly put it in their own net before they put it in the other one. At one end, fired it through their own crease before it got cleared down to the flight end.
Not the start that the flight wanted to game 1, but it's a start, and Vancouver's off and running. Pavelski wins the draw for San Francisco. Flight getting into the offensive zone. Can they stop the bleeding? Henrique for Petrie behind the net. Played out to the line. Matthias Ekholm pass for Sedin, and out of the zone. Back the other way comes Taylor Hall with some speed. Forced to the near side boards. Shot, score! 2-0. It's San Francisco's on the board. The score is 2-1.
San Francisco back in the game. Vancouver got lucky earlier with kind of taking advantage of league rules, but their second goal was legal. This one's definitely legal as well for the Flight. Just chipping away in the corner, found a way to get that puck out front and put it into the net. Flight are on the board. We have a hockey game.
And just as few goals as there were scored in the first, we got scoring in the second. 2-1 is the score. 9:41 to go, and that's 3 goals so far total. The scoring is opening up.
I already got more goals in this game than we had in all the the East Division Finals games. So I don't know. Vancouver might be blowing it.
Off the draw, San Francisco lost it. Here's Superman. Shoots, and it runs wide. Skated out and down, and now Quinn Hughes to play it. John Scott pressuring, trying to take it away from him. He's gotten, I think, 4 career goals in the NHL, 2 of them with the San Jose Sharks. We'll see if that's Bay Area luck working for him. Comes out across, here's Quinn Hughes. Noah Hannafin. And a bunch of others as they scrum behind the net. Cleared out and down. Could this one go in? Off the post at the side. Chance for Noah Hannafin. He scores!
Oh, well, that's interesting. Yeah, we'll count it.
And it'll come out now to Noah Hannafin, who just scored the second goal. Don't know why the horn and song didn't go off right away. But regardless, we've got a 2-2 game. It'll come down all the way to the other end. PK Subban hops around. Tony D'Angelo to get to it. Zach Cassian fighting off the Flight defense. And now Tanev for Hannafin. Cleared out of the zone. Sent in off the end boards. It'll come out front. Side play. Erickson lost it. And here's Couture. Shea Theodore. Gives for Alex Edler. Sent into the offensive zone. Noah Hannafin. Gives for teammate Mark Scheifele. Sent around to the corner. Zach Cassian now, and here comes Vancouver. To the blue line. Shea Theodore. Sent in by Zach Cassian. Final minute of the second period. Here's Larry Brown. Pressured by Quinn Hughes. Sent around, and now Tomas Hertl. Sent off the inboards. Takes a weird bounce. Comes all the way into the O-zone for Brock Besser. But the second has come to an end. We're tied 2-2 after 2.
Well, after the first period being very, very boring, kind of uneventful, except for a small flurry of chances either way, this period was very much the opposite. Vancouver gets on the board twice early. The first one may be questionable, the second one definitely legal. The Flight strike back, both within just a couple minutes of one another. We got a hockey game going into the third. This could be very interesting. Will we see our first overtime of the playoffs?
Off the draw, Bo Horvat forcing it in. Here's Johnny General Zod, Krypton's military leader for the Vancouver Outlaws. Successful with Montreal, successful with New York. We'll see if he's successful in Vancouver. Cleared down for San Francisco. Pavelski forces it free, and now Adam Henrique. Pressured again by Zod. Fox to get it for the Outlaws. Tossed around. And it's sent down now for Vancouver all the way down to the other end of the ice. Here's one of the Sedin twins. He'll hold on to it, fight off a horde of San Francisco Flight players to try and give the Outlaws a chance, but he turned it over, and now a chance for Shea Theodore. Pavelski into the zone. Shot takes a bounce off the boards. Here comes Alex Edler. Out to the line. Elias Pettersson breaks free. He'll toss it in off the end boards. Elias Pettersson diving after it. Pavelski for Edler. Sent out and down the length of the ice. It'll bounce off the end, but Larry Brown will get to it for San Francisco. Brought off the side, cleared to the line. Petrie out. Here's Sedin. He'll send it down, shoots, save made, the rebound comes out to Daniel Sedin, and what a stop for Martin Jones. And now a chance the other way, San Francisco, Petrie shoots, save, score! It's 3-2!
San Francisco comes down the other way after their goalie makes a huge save. I mean, you make a save, sometimes you get a goal. San Francisco complimenting their goalie there, bailing them out big time, bring it down the other way and take the lead of the game. San Francisco's first lead of the game, first lead of the series, and it couldn't come at a bigger time.
3-2 San Francisco with a huge goal right there with 12:47 to go. We'll be setting up for the face-off here in a moment. But that's a big one. Vancouver thought they had a good chance at the start of this period, but they allowed 2 quick goals. Or at the start of the last period, they allowed 2 quick ones to tie it up, and now the Flight are often, and now the Flight have gotten airborne. As they take it around, here's Adam Fox laying on his side. Outlaws trying to steal one here on the road. Patrick Laine has it into the offensive zone, flipped around. Here's Brock Besser, pressured by Shea Theodore, the former Golden Knight, or the current Golden Knight, former, well, not really. Here's a chance for Couture, lets it go, missed the net wide. JT Miller tosses it in. It bounces out front. A chance for JT Miller. He'll shoot. Shoots. Scores. It's 3-3.
Vancouver never says die. That was their entire motto all season. Had a terrible start to the season, and they just kept fighting. That's exactly how this Vancouver team works. Goes up 2-0 early, maybe falls asleep at the end of the second, even early into the third. Lets up 3 goals, then they're losing in this game. JT Miller says no, they keep fighting. This game is tied.
It's gone back and forth. Wait. No,
Oh!
Huge goal! They score, San Francisco, to take the lead. And this crazy one continues.
What a game. What a goal. Right off the draw. Not quite a Clayton Keller. Crosses the blue line. I don't even know who shot that thing. It was shot so hard it came in and out of the goal so quick. The Flight regained their lead within seconds of the Vancouver tying goal.
Does Vancouver have an answer to this one? JT Miller scored their goal from PK Subban. And we'll see who gets credit for the goal here. I'm willing to bet it's going to be Taylor Hall's goal, but we'll see on the announcement. 9:19 to go, 4-3 San Francisco. And this one has been back and forth. Off the draw, Clayton Keller feeds it for Ray Ferraro. San Francisco goal announcement coming right up. It's Owen Nolan, the Sharks legend. Off the end boards, chance for Clayton Keller, Noah Hannafin, and the Flight direct it wide. Henrik Sedin to get it for Vancouver. The Outlaws trail by 1. Through traffic, getting to it is Sedin. To the line. It's out of the zone now. Back in for a moment and then dumped. Elias Pettersson there beats Shea Theodore to it, and he'll send it to the point for Adam Fox, who couldn't quite catch it. John Scott trying to steal it from Fox. Back around, Burns getting a piece of it, sends it all the way down. It'll bounce off the end boards. Brock Besser's there first. Waits with it, pressured by Owen Nolan, sends it down, and this one will bounce off the end boards right out front. Brock Besser misses an open net. Oh my goodness, Vancouver with a chance, a glorious chance, and they couldn't capitalize. Back the other way, Giordano missed the net. Zedin. And now Vancouver scrambling, trying to find something. They trail by one here late. Here's a break for Quinn Hughes. He'll toss it in. Off the end boards, 3 minutes left. Here in game one, William Karlsson shuttles it out. That'll take a San Francisco bounce, but not one far enough for Hurdle. And the Outlaws clear it. Time and space to Quinn Hughes. Shot there, save made by Jones. Coming up on a minute and a half. It's sent to the line, out and down. Matthias Ekholm there. Tony DeAngelo with a piece of it. Sent off the end boards, and Tanev gets to it. San Francisco clears to the line. DeAngelo sending it around. Too little, too late. San Francisco will take game one.
And what?
4-3. And they'll head on the road, and they'll come back here for game two. But first, it's Washington and New Orleans back in D.C.
What a game one it was. Unlike the Eastern Conference or the Eastern Division Finals game one, this one was actually exciting. Vancouver had a 2-0 lead, fumbled it, Flight go up 3-2. Vancouver fights back, and then the Flight add one with about 9 minutes to go in the third period. Vancouver had a couple chances there late in the third. Brock Besser just missed wide. Martin Jones had to come up big with about a minute 30 left. And that was all she wrote. I mean, that was probably one of the better games we've seen all season long.
It very easily could have gone to overtime, but San Francisco just manages to eke one out on home ice, and so they lead the series 1-0. Thanks for watching. We'll be right back with the Washington Nationals and the New Orleans Wildcats, as the Wildcats look to split one on the road, and the Nationals want to take a 2-0 lead. Thanks for watching. I've been Dean P. Alongside me has been Builder. We'll see you for game two. Take care.